Once again at the start of round 3 it was the weather providing the greatest challenge, but a fine round of 68 from Amy Boulder, including this birdie at the 10th, took her to 3 under and into the top 10. The 22-year-old from Wales clearly enjoying herself in some difficult weather. But at the very top of the board the pace was being set by the Korean Jin-Young, the 20-year-old playing in her first major, and at the par 3 4th hole her tee shot would set up her first birdie of the day. Showing few nerves for a player seemingly so inexperienced, Ko would go on to collect another shot at the 6th and here at the 7th and reach the turn in 33, while others simply tried to keep pace. Meanwhile, the extraordinary revival of Sweden's Maria McBride continued. Formerly Maria Hjorth, she had been 9 over after 12 holes on the opening day. But after a remarkable 66 in round 2, by 3 shots the lowest of the day, she would now add a 69 and a 2 under total. What a turnaround in her fortunes. The brightest young talent in the game had struggled at the start. Lydia Ko double bogeyed the first and it was a mixed day overall. But a birdie on the 11th was one of 5, and she would eventually finish where she started, on 5 under par. It was also a level par round for Suzann Pettersen. Yes, 2 birdies at the 10th and here at the 11th, but it was largely a day of some frustration on the greens, although at 7 under she is just 1 behind. The world number 1, Inbee Park, plodded quietly along. 1 bogey, 1 birdie on the front 9, but then birdies at the 10th and here at the par 5 14th with her well-judged escape from the sand, and she would start to move into a more threatening position. And what of the other contenders? Teresa Liu is hoping to follow in the footsteps of her compatriot, former champion and former world number 1 Yanni Seng. And the woman from Chinese Taipei was moving along well. A birdie on the difficult par 4 12th gave her a share of the lead. And this was fast becoming a multinational leaderboard. Australia's Minjee Lee made a leap in the right direction with an eagle on the 14th. Another birdie came at the 16th and she finished 5 under. That was 1 behind the leading Japanese hope, just about the best putter in the game. Mika Miyazato rolled in another on the 18th. That would leave her on 6 under par. And there was a welcome lift for the home challenge as Melissa Reid made the comeback of the day. 4 over after 6, the English golfer went on to collect 6 birdies and an eagle here on the 17th for her round of 69. While her playing partner, Inbee Park, continued to improve her position. With the sun finally shining, her second to the final hole would set up a closing birdie. 5 under, just 3 behind, as she looks to take her 7th major and her first Ricoh Women's British Open. But it was another Korean, the 20-year-old Jin-Young who would share the lead. A birdie on the par 5 17th, and she would go on to finish on 8 under par. And with a round to go, that lead is shared with Teresa Liu. She couldn't quite find a birdie on the last, but a 69 good enough for a tie. So there are big names and there are bright young talents from so many different countries. It is perfectly set up for the final day of the Ricoh Women's British Open.